Council Liaison report. Jackie.
Hello, everyone. Happy May. I also want to say that Councilmember Rocha was planning on being here for this commission meeting, but unfortunately our District 9 community budget meeting is tonight, so we'll have better luck at another meeting. So one of the things I want to let you know is that the city manager released a proposed budget for the next fiscal year on May 1st. I have a few updates that might be of interest. The mayor and members of city council recently initiated a conversation on homelessness, rental issues, and affordable housing that was scheduled to be discussed at Rules Committee today. It encompassed topics like permanent and interim housing for the homelessness, particularly concerning veterans, rent control, just cause eviction, housing voucher discrimination, affordable housing supply, mobile home conversions, and regional coordination on addressing all of these issues. Due to a Brown Act violation, future discussion is on hold until action is determined by the city manager. But since the Neighborhood Commission, is interested in these issues, from what I saw when the chair attended the Santa Clara County Housing Task Force last week. Even though this is not directly in the purview of the Neighborhoods Commission, I can mention them in my report if it's at your request when things like this come up. Next was the Levitt Pavilion Exploratory Committee. I did see that the historic preservation and maintaining the original aesthetic of the surrounding neighborhood is a concern that's being explored within the committee, and I don't have a lot of information, but I do have the contact information that's included in this report, which will be sent out to you for the acting historic preservation officer, Martina Davis, who would have more information for you on that issue. Next is we adopted new drought restrictions and the goal to cut our water use by 30%. The majority of that is through outdoor landscaping. You can find the details of these drought restrictions online and in this report because there's quite a few suggestions. So please check that. Just know that there is an update. And then also at the end of last month, Council voted to suspend enforcement of certain aspects of the peddler permit and vendor permits that was discussed in the commission last month, if you remember. So enforcement will be suspended to allow these vendors to come into compliance, and community outreach meetings will be held to discuss a new ordinance. Then yesterday, our Department of Transportation presented Vision Zero, which is a strategic plan to eliminate all traffic deaths and provide safe streets for all as soon as possible. And then we also are adopting a new council prioritization process to ensure that staff time and resources are focused on the council's highest priorities. The priority setting session is scheduled for June 16th. I also included a link for that meeting if you want to access the links to the memos regarding the process and watch the discussion. So you can just check that out inside the report. And I can answer any questions that you may have.
Yes.
Any action on the drone letter that we submitted to council?
I can send you information on that.
The committee, the Public Safety Committee has been notified that the report that you put together will be heard at Public Safety no later than June 30th this year. So they have yet to agendize it, so it more likely is going to be the June meeting of Public Safety, in which they'll put that item on the agenda.
Well, that's a sufficient answer.
And as a follow-up, what happens after that, Ernest? Public Safety Subcommittee looks at it, they make a recommendation beyond and go to the city council hears it, or could they recommend not send it on to city council? How does that work?
Yeah, they can do either one of those things. It'll be up to public safety to decide if they're going to do a comparison of what the police report was and put that in conjunction with what the Neighborhoods Commission is recommending. Then they can decide, well, the topic's been researched enough. We have a recommendation here, and they could forward it to council, or they could decide, council asked us to do our due diligence on this. We haven't done it yet, so they can have a whole different decision. So it's up to them. But they'll make the recommendation as to when it's ready to go to council.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Thank you. Okay.